What's going on, guys? Now that my DCEU series is over, I'm back doing regular videos just like I was doing. So first one I guess I come back with, and I know this is way early, it's definitely not in the cards anytime soon, but Absolute Universe animated series, the DCAAU, the DC Absolute Animated Universe. It's obviously something that people are going to want to get adapted. Absolute Batman's amazing, Absolute Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter. All the Absolute titles are just amazing. They're just awesome, and they're the same caliber to me as the OG Ultimate Universe. You know, Ultimate Spider-Man, where he was a teenager the whole time, Ultimate X-Men, OG Ultimates. All the OG Ultimate Universe is like DC's Absolute Universe. I hope it lasts for a long time and doesn't just get destroyed in like Absolute Crisis sometime later this year, next year type stuff. Because, you know, Marvel's getting rid of the Ultimate Universe soon, and that's going to end, unfortunately. But I really hope it's something they keep around for a really good long time, like the OG Ultimate Universe was. It was around for years and years and years and years and years. It had this crazy big conclusion, and then they even brought it back later with the Maker and Miles and Incursion and all that other stuff. So really do hope that the Absolute Universe stays around for a good long time. But also, how can you not just adapt this, man? Even if it's just movies, the arcs condensed into animated movies, or maybe live action shorts, based on, the issues or something like that. Something eventually, like I said, this is very early, something has got to eventually be done with these other than just comics. Boom. You know what I mean? So we finally got Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman. We finally got an Absolute team up. We got Absolute Evil, where we see, spoilers, I guess, the Justice League is nothing but villains. We got Absolute Hawkman, the Absolute Joker, Absolute Lex Luthor, all these absolute versions of these villains come together to form the Justice League, which is just insane, dude. Just insane what they're doing with these stories and these characters in this alternate universe, man. Darkseid's going crazy up in here. But definitely love to see these adapted into shows, movies, because of course we got like a ton of Batman shows. I wouldn't mind more. We got Superman animated series. We got a bunch of other Superman films, those live action animated. We've got some Wonder Woman animated films. We have that one Wonder Woman show that was on way back in the day. Wonder Woman ain't really gotten her flowers as far as live action or animated shows. Really just that one Wonder Woman movie. The first one was good. That was really good. I took my sister to see that one. She didn't like it. But Wonder Woman 84, yeah. We got a new Wonder Woman series or new Wonder Woman film coming in the new DCU by James Gunn. We got that canceled Wonder Woman game. So for anything, we could at least finally get a Wonder Woman animated series, just one for one adapt the Absolute Wonder Woman comics. I mean, she's got 3 different kinds of lassos. She rides a skeletal horse. She was raised in hell with Cersei. The Amazons are nothing. Just literally one-to-one adapt the comic and at least give us one good Wonder Woman animated series, because we have never had that for real. That would be really nice, of course. And then, of course, Absolute Superman would just be amazing. I would love to see that cape animated. That red dust cape, and just the suit, the way it looks, the way it kind of flows, the darker blue, that little S shield is like kind of misses the Zack Snyder S and the original S, like just amazing. The way his like hair is long and curly, him flying and everything. It would just be awesome. And seeing like Krypton, in that I think it was like issue like 4 or 5, where it showed them in the mines and everything. Just to see all this in a moving format, with a live action or animated, would just be crazy to see. Absolute Batman taking the symbol off his chest and cutting off party animals' hands with it. This would work too good for live action. Absolute Mr. Freeze, Absolute Bane, Absolute Killer Croc, man. This would look amazing in live action. Absolute Ra's al Ghul. This would just look awesome, especially the Absolute Green Lantern series. You cannot tell me that wouldn't look great with the right art and animation. Like, that would look insane with the right amount of animation. And if you get Absolute Martian Manhunter, dude, these series would be amazing, dude. And it could just, you could have one season of one series and another one have like 2 seasons per year of like just each different series, like just season one Absolute Batman, then season one Absolute Superman, and then, you know, just keep going and build it up naturally. Really mean, like I said, if you can just follow the comics or, you know, something. But this is just way too rich an environment to tap into, and I don't think they're never gonna do it. But you know, we never got, you know, that Batman Beyond movie. We never got a lot of, you know, we never got the Flash video game. There's a lot of stuff DC has dropped the ball on, and probably stuff we don't even know about, you know. But, you know, there's like the Batgirl movie, the whole DCEU was, I think, sabotaged from the beginning. But there's a lot of stuff that DC has dropped the ball on that people really, really want. And I think eventually, especially as it's getting more and more popular, especially once we get more team ups and eventually get Absolute Justice League, you know, it's definitely gonna need something. And I'm not talking about a motion comic, you know, like Absolute Flash, Absolute Batman, you know. If they make motion comics out of that, that's cool and everything. But I want an animated show or a movie, because these are just way too rich environment to tap into. Especially they're just so vastly different. Like I said, like the OG Ultimate Universe was. They're just so vastly different from mainstream DC comics. I think it would just be a waste to not eventually do something. Like I said, it's probably way too early. They're probably not going to do anything with this for another 5-6 years, especially with, you know, a DCAAU, whatever's coming out of that, All In coming, the Absolute Universe, of course, still being new, all the movie universe James Gunn's are trying to build up. They already got Creatures from Mando's animation. We already got Lanterns coming in, and, you know, we already got all that stuff. So definitely it's probably not something any director or higher ups are focusing on right now. They're trying to just build up the movie universe first, just to see if it gets rolling and gets good. But definitely would like to see these adapt into some animations, or maybe even a video game. I'll take a video game, you know, but it's definitely something they should capitalize on later on down the line. Like, it's definitely not something you drop the ball on. These comics are way too popular. They're way too good. The art's too good. The story's too good. The changes to the lore are too good. It's just too good to just be stuck like that. You know what I mean? Definitely would love to see a DCAAU, DC Absolute Animated Universe at some point within the next, I'll give them 8 to 10 years, within the next decade. You know, even if the comics aren't around still by that point, I think there'll still be a lot of love for them, and they'll definitely still be thought about quite a bit. That's all I got for this video. You guys like this, you can like, comment, subscribe, and thank y'all for watching.